Good morning, students. I am Dr.R.Suganya, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science with Cybersecurity. Today we are going to see about the malware infection, that is understanding threats to IT security. Okay, so how the malware actually infects particular network systems. Okay, so we are going to explore that particular knowledge. So explore the malware types and infection methods, detection and prevention for stronger cybersecurity. And today we are going to see about this particular topic. Okay, so what is malware? Malware is a software actually. It is used to exploit all the net systems. Okay, so let us see about that. So master malware infections. So what is the infection of particular malware? What is the main objective of it and what is the outcome of it? So define malware and its security rule. So what actually the malware does is it it actually understands what constitutes about the malware and its significance as a core threat vector in cybersecurity environments. So we have to analyze what is a particular malware which affects a system. Malware means it is a software or virus or worms. Okay. So identify the key malware types distinctly. So we have to identify the types of malware like viruses, worms, ransomware, trojans and spyware with examples. Okay, so we have to identify the types of malware and also we have to understand the infection vectors. So we have to recognize common infection vectors to IT network systems mainly. As they wanted to detect and prevent that particular infection. And also we have to analyze a real world malware behavior. So we have to examine the case studies of malware incidents to identify the behavior patterns, what will be the main objective of it and attacking signatures in professional settings. And we have to apply detection and prevention techniques. So we have to implement some particular methods and tools to detect, block and prevent malware infection within IT infrastructures. We have to develop malware response strategies too. Okay, so next is about the how we can understand the malicious software. Okay, so explore the malware threats. Okay, on computer systems and networks. So malware causes unauthorized damage and access. So it is one of the software intentionally to harm the system or to steal the data, damaging the files. Okay, all these things which can be done. And some malware self-propagates to spread rapidly, like to infect multiple systems and servers in organizations. Okay, so malware uses concealment and evasion techniques, like it enables a prolonged stealth within the infected environment. So it will prolong and it will infect everything whatever we install. So exploit software and human vulnerabilities. So we have to have for strong passwords for particular malwares in order to prevent it. Okay, and next is about the signalized mechanism. Okay, so what the mechanism can be done. So trace malware infection vectors and spread mechanisms. So email attachment and phishing. So malicious files or deceptive link tricks uses into executing the malware, often the social engineering tactics. So email attachments, through email attachments some malwares actually attack, and like phishing, like links. When we give the links, then the software is also being injected to it. So drive by downloads. So malware is automatically delivered when users visit compromised or malicious websites. So when we say, for example, if we download one particular software, it will be asking to download 3 to 4 softwares, then only it will recommend, and definitely we have to install that particular software, then only we can move for whatever we target for particular software. So that is we have to avoid it. Okay, so drive by download is one of the method that malicious websites actually use. And removable media, so infected USB drives and other portable storage devices spreads malware across isolated or disconnected systems. Okay, and network exploits. Worms and botnets exploit network vulnerabilities to self-propagate rapidly across connected systems. So it exploits a network. And software vulnerabilities. So zero-day exploits and unpatched software provides entry point. So it will be one of the thing that which damage the whole system actually. Okay, so social engineering. So technologies that disease user, they get privileges to damage the particular environment itself. Okay, and next is about explicit key malware types, traits and examples. So what are the malware types? Viruses. So we know that what is virus. So it will be like attached to files and it requires some user actions. So it self-replicates while file is being shared. And worm, we know that it self-replicates over network without the user input. And the real world example is Configure, which has happened in 2008. And Trojan horse, which is a disguises as legitimate software. And a real world example can be like banking Trojan. Ransomware, you know, it encrypts the data or decrypts. Okay, WannaCry ransomware, which happened in 2017, is one of the real world example. Spyware, which is uh, monitor the user activity. Okay, so FinFisher is one of the real world example. Okay, and next comes about the dissecting major malware attack to strengthen the defense. So what we can do in order to strengthen our devices. So WannaCry exploited SMB vulnerability in Windows. So WannaCry ransomware. So it has leveraged external blue exploit to infect over like 2 lakh machines in 150 plus countries, severely disrupting the critical infrastructure. And Configure worm used diverse propagation methods. So they had like removable media using encryptions and domain generations to avoid detection, highlighting complexity in malware evasion tactics. So they spread via network. Okay, so and next is global response challenges. So the worms rapidly spread in nature. So cybersecurity efforts and threat intelligence is mainly they need to share about this. And critical of patch management and segmentation. Value of comprehensive threat intelligence. An effective methodology for malware detection and analysis. We have to use signature based detection. We have to apply heuristic and behavioral analysis. We have to implement the sandboxing for safe observation. We have to monitor the network traffic for anomalies and leverage threat intelligence feeds. So these are the effective methodology for detecting the malware. So signature based detection is one of the main thing that we can do like to quickly identify the threats and to apply the heuristic and behavioral analysis, that is to go execute the harmful actions. Okay, and sandbox, we know that it is like safely to observe their behavior without risking the system integrity and monitor networking traffic to communicate with like external servers and leverage threat intelligence is like to stay updated with emerging threats. Okay, so these are the effective methodologies that can be used and implement multi-layer malware in prevention strategies like patch management, user training, endpoint protection, network security, access control and backup plans. And mastering malware incident handling and response, identification of malware infection, containment of affected system, eradication of malware, recovery to operational state and post-incident root cause analysis. So these are the thing that we have to master malware incident handling response. So we have to identify the malware infection, what kind of infection it is and what is the which is the affected system and how we can eradicate that and how we can recover that and what will be the root cause analysis. We have to check it up and enhance malware defense with trusted resources. So what can be the trusted resources? Like we can study like malware books, we can adopt established standards and frameworks, utilize the advanced malware analysis tools, and we can execute the proactive